Hello, welcome to another 3-day adventure. I'm hiking out to my lean-to, and I'm at the point to where I need to start navigating using my compass so I don't get lost. We're just about there, but I need to pay attention and keep my pace count, so we'll see you there. Thanks for watching. The first thing I want to do is get better logs for the bench. Oh, there goes the airplane. Thanks, buddy. Better logs for the bench. A little straighter. This one's just, it was pretty horrible, but I saw a few coming in, so we'll get started on that. Just as a reminder from previous videos, the shelter is built out of all hardwood. There's no coniferous stuff around here, and I really don't mind. It's a little more work, but it's just as good, and I'm in the spot where I want to be, so that's what's up with that if you're wondering. But yeah, right here. It doesn't look too rotten. I don't think this is the log I was eyeing up, but it's nice and straight. It's about the size I want, and I might be able to get 1 or 2 lengths out of this for the bench. Nice. It's nice and dense. Super heavy. I'm going to cut it here, measure out the lengths, and just drag the lengths back. There ain't no way I'm hauling this back to camp. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I got turned around again, not using my compass, and now I'm not seeing the lean-to again. So I don't know what to do now about the bench. I feel like a real idiot, but I wanted to capture the experience and stress the importance of using a compass and a pace count. I feel like a real idiot. I don't even know if I'll put this in the video, but it is what it is. I'm thinking about just leaving that out there for now. I got turned around a little bit, and I got turned around on the way in, so I think I'm just going to stay close to camp, work on the fire pit, get some firewood processed. Tons of rocks out here. Come back for the other one. Time for a water break. About a half gallon. I've got some more stashed way down, so we'll be good. There's tons of huge rock under here. I want to dig this out, get a nice flat rock bed. Just tons of stone in here. Got this guy wedged in here pretty good. Be another good piece to use. Just all over in here. This one here, this was wedged in there vertically, and that was a real pain getting that out of there. But we've got tons of stone for the pit. A little more work than I imagined here. These were all under the last pit, this one. So I'm just going to take this biggest one here, put it right in the middle. Try it this way. And let's see what we got on the other side. Yeah, that might work. Yeah, that's nice and flat. I'm just going to keep laying them in. It's going to be about this deep, about this wide. And we're just going to play a puzzle game here. Till we find something that fits. Alright, this is what I came up with. It'll do. Spent a lot of time on this project, digging vertical rocks out. This is all stone, like an inch under the ground. I want to get more stones eventually and build it up, maybe tomorrow. But that works. use this for firewood. This is the old bench log. Okay. This will be firewood. Nice and dense. Then we got a log for our bench. There's the old log. And this is much straighter, as you can see. Okay, that's all right. I'd definitely like to have one more straight one like that. This middle one kind of curves down in, but gonna have to make that work. Hear the whippoorwill up there? I love that sound. There we go. Now let's get our coals in there. Doesn't look too hot, but trust me, it's hot. Whew. Yeah. I'm on to a new favorite here. This is Worcestershire, a splash of soy, and garlic and herb seasoning. And then I've got my Montreal there too that I'm going to put just a little bit on. Oh, it smells amazing. Just a touch. Okay, let's check out this steak. I did move it down a little bit. Yeah, we're starting to get a little something there. But I'm going to leave it on that side. Okay, let's char this steak. I bet it's good on that side. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna call that done. Just gonna set the grill on the rock over here. Yeah. That looks good, huh? I'm actually gonna let it rest this time. Look at that. Juice is flowing. Yeah. Amazing. Worcestershire, splash of soy, and garlic and herb, and then put a little steak seasoning on it. Cook it slow. Throw it on the coals. You got yourself a killer steak. Sounds like we're getting some rain out there, so I'm gonna test out the bed. Oh, yes. Oh, that feels good already. I haven't even laid down. Well, I may do an update later, but I'm just going to lay here for a bit and probably fall asleep. So if I don't catch up with you, we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. A little sick today. I've had a cold for the past couple of days, and I can't seem to kick it. And it's a sore throat and aching. A little more than that. Gotta re-up on water here too in a little bit. But I gotta get some coffee in me before I do anything else. Risky business. Risky business. There we go. It did rain a little bit last night. Put me right to sleep. That was nice. Had some thunder. Thunder and rain. Stayed nice and dry. Didn't get a drop of water on me or my gear. I brought everything inside. But yeah, it was great. An awesome night. Nice and relaxing. Complete silence. Amazing. One thing I realized is that, excuse me, a little bit sick today. I want to get the sides tied down and maybe even the back a little bit so that everything is square and that the wind doesn't blow it or whatever. I mean, so far it's been holding on, but I want to tie the sides down. Then we'll use the bells to put debris on and make it nice and camouflaged. But before I put the bells on, like I said, I'm going to tie the sides down. Just starting with the corner here. Take this paracord. Where'd you go? There you are. There we go. Yeah, just like that. I'm just gonna tie the square knot. It's nice and tense like that. Just like so. And that's gonna give it, yeah, that's nice and tense like that. And there we have it. Now I'm gonna do that all along the sides as well. Probably trim some of the tarp. I only used 2 on the sides, one right here, down here. And I think that'll prevent the wind from blowing it off. And they tricked me. I mean, that looks like more than, like there should be a couple more rounds in there, doesn't it? Anyways, I managed to get this corner, and 2 over here. And it'll have to wait till next time. Let me explain a little bit about why I'm using the tarp. I just want to ensure that I'm going to be dry. And the reason I do the insulation layer is to try to help during the winter, try to help keep some of the residual heat from the fireplace just kind of soaking up in there. Is that effective? It's been effective for me and other shelters I've built. I want to think about the issue of water. I've taken all my gear out here, and all I'm going to carry is my first aid, my canteen here. I'm just about kicked. I'm trying to hold off as long as I can so I don't have to make 2 trips. So I'm going to have a 1.5 gallons if I go for the water. And if I don't, I'm going to run out when I work. I'm still going to put the bells on the back and do all that. So I've taken all my gear out. I have just my water filter and some snacks in here and my first aid kit. And let's just run over gear. Here's just my common bag. I'll keep my headlamp in there, some paracord, some emergency items, some snacks or whatever. And I always just carry this around with me. Although I'm not going to take it this time. I'm not going to need a headlamp. So obviously my headlamp, I've got some rolls of paracord, some socks, some insulation and a hoodie, some cordage to hang my bear bag, which I have to do before we head out, more paracord, a fire steel, my sleeping pad and blanket, and my saw and my axe. So with that being said, I think the best thing to do right now would be to head out for water. Northeast to the main trail down at the bottom. This is one of the pains of having something super remote with no water around. You have to carry everything in. Like I said, it's dead silence out here. There's no hunting markers, there's no nothing. And I love it. It's just the water situation for, 3-day trips. Now, who knows, I might find something as I, learn the area a little bit better, but I pretty much just stick to my coordinates. Well, here's the gallon. It rolled all the way from the top of that ledge all the way down to here. All the water dumped out and I lost the top. But that's okay because there's a spring nearby. And let me talk about my reasoning behind caching water. My thinking is that I'm going to have to come back out for water at some point of the trip anyways. So why carry 15 pounds extra with all your gear and then have to come back out anyway? So I figure take the half gallon, go as long as I can, which it's probably early noon, maybe a little before noon. That way, since I have to come anyways, I just come back and get my water. There's a little bit in here. My canteen's completely kicked. And, fill up at the spring down here, which we're going to go to next. And then that way, I'm carrying my water up that I would have to get anyways with no gear. Luckily, there's still a little bit in there. I'm going to take a little bit of time to look for the cap. Not much time. It's not a big deal. I can still carry water in it, but I definitely need this container. I didn't find the cap. However, I did find what I believe to be sassafras. It's got a very distinct smell. I'm not going to kill the whole plant. I'm just going to take a couple for maybe a tea later. Looks like I pulled the water situation off just in time. Only got a corner left. I'm officially out of water. But there's a spring just ahead, maybe 20 minutes. And it's nice and cool down here in the lower part of the mountain. So I'll be good. I'll have to rig something up for a cap. Here we are. It's not flowing as heavily as it was last time, but it's still water. And here's the opening that I used last time. And yeah, we should be good. I'm just going to fill up these containers, get heading back. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's starting to rain. But that's all right. I've got a sassafras leaves and an emergency poncho, so we'll be good. Yeah, I'm just letting this balance over here, and then when it runs out, it falls over. And then I know to refill it, and that way I can just munch on snacks or whatever. I've got my gallon, my half-gallon canteen, and my squeeze bag there full. So we'll head back now. I'm not going to be able to record because of the rain, but we'll see you at the lean-to. And I'm back. Soaking wet, but I'm back and we have water. I really need to set up a water system out here to catch rainwater. But yeah, I'm back. That was a brutal long haul. I'm soaked. It even got in through the poncho and everything, but we have plenty of water now. Like I said, my canteen, my gallon, and I said squeeze bag, but this is a Sawyer, I forget what it's called, a Sawyer mini something, mini squeeze water system. It doesn't say on here. I'm just short for words right now. I'm a little burnt out, but so we've got water. That's great. I'm gonna do up some lunch. Kick back and relax because that was a brutal haul. I'm gonna make a cap out of a piece of paracord and some plastic from my trail mix bag. So I'm gonna use the taut line hitch knot. It's normally for stringing tarbs or drying lines, but let me show you this knot in case you're not familiar with it. Most of you probably are. I don't know. Well, I was going to go around and make sure I'm on camera, but I think I can get away with it here showing you. So what I do, this is how I do it. I'm not sure if it's the official way, whatever that is. But say you're going around a tree, or in this case, our gallon. I go over the short end, like so. Then I come around and up through the loop, like that. Okay, I'm going to take a little more. Then we went up through the loop, go like this, leave a little gap there. So that's what we have now. Then I go around twice, and then up through that little gap right there. And I know it's probably hard to see, but I'm just trying to demonstrate how that works. And then just tighten this up. Let's see here. And you should have like 3 little knuckles here, okay? See that? I don't know if you can see that very well, but 3 little knuckles. And that's going to allow us to slide the hitch up and down easily. However, if we have tension and we pull and you have it tied right, and it's all tight and everything, when you pull, it's not going to move. However, we can slide it up and down with ease. Like say we want to add tension to our line, we have 2 on each end. We can, oops, where are we here? Yep, we can slide this with ease. However, when you have tension on your line, it doesn't budge. So that's what I'm doing with a cap. Let's actually show that in use. I hope it's in frame. Take our plastic here and hitch it down like so. Yep. And there we have it. No water's leaking out in case I knock it over, or ashes or debris or dust or whatever. So there's how you make a cap if you lose one. Not gonna lose a drop. Just working on a little fire prep kit. Got some shavings, small stuff, some bigger stuff here. Alright, that should be good. Would have been easier with finer shavings. Yeah, she'll catch. Food bag. Time to eat. Catching that just in time. Yeah, it's still good. Lots of seasoning on there. Yeah. I don't want it too close to the flame though. Let's see. Back this off because it's starting to pick up. And now for the char. And now we'll let this guy rest. Yeah, that's looking good. Yeah. We'll let it rest for 5 minutes. Now it's time to eat. Look at that. Nice char on it. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just the right amount of tenderness. All set for the evening to roll in. Got firewood over here. The fire's going. I'm not sure what time it is. Excuse me with my mouth full. But got boughs over here. Got wood. The fire's going nice. Gotta dry out my pants. I don't know where we're gonna go from here, but for now I'm gonna enjoy the steak. Haha, yeah! It's really coming down now. This is what it was doing on the way back on the trail. It's starting to die down a little bit. Our coals are protected under a big log. Yep, I've just been kicking back here for a little while. Thought I'd check in. I'm just going to continue to relax because that walk beat me up earlier, so just kicking back. I ended up finding bigger sassafras trees on my way back. There's just tons of it down near the bottom of the mountain. Anyways, I'll show you one of the bigger leaves I found. Look at that. I believe that's sassafras. It's got the same look, the same smell, and it's been a while, but I'm gonna do up a tea here and try it out. So, it's been a long time. But yeah, got a big old pile of it over here. Gonna simmer the water and make sure I kill any bacteria from like bird poop or anything. I just kind of shredded this up a little bit. See how it turns out. Here we go, moment of truth. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. It's a nice little tea. Oh, that is good. I'm trying to think of what it tastes like. Almost like that Sweet Dream tea. I can't put my tongue on it. Yeah, like, I don't know if you guys had, what was it, Sweet Dream or something like that. It was a famous tea back in the day. That is legit tea, no joke. Kind of looks nasty, but that is legit. It is really good. Just got done splitting up this firewood here. Nice dense oak. I didn't record because it's getting a little too dark, but there's that, and here's the couple pieces I just split up. I mean, look at that. That is super dense. I can't even scratch it. I believe it's oak. So I'm not much of a night owl anymore, so this will get me as far as I need to go tonight. Yeah, should be able to get a spatula out of that. That's actually a little thick. I'm going to try to split right here, just so I have that flat part there. Yeah, that's perfect right there. And there we have it. Quick spatula. Better than using my fingers. I actually like this soupy, and it will thicken up. So, that looks just about right. See how that thickened up? Pretty good for a camping meal. I used to eat broccoli and cheddar all the time. Good stuff. Get a nice heaping scoop on there. It's probably 9:30 or 10 right now. Excuse me, talking with my mouth full. But I'm probably going to crash here in a little bit. It's been a super long day. Just going to mow down my rice here, kick back by the fire a little bit, and hit the hay. Welcome to day 3. I was up all night. I've been sick for the past 3 or 4 days. And after walking in the rain yesterday, that really made things worse. But I've got 2 pieces of firewood left here. I'm going to try to keep working on some of the projects. I got like 2 or 3 projects going on at once out here. I still haven't got my 3rd log. I'm going to write the other one off. I don't feel like walking in circles. Yeah, that's that. But most of my clothes are dry. My boots are a little damp still. I dried them by the fire last night. Anyways, yeah, let me get a cup of coffee around here and we'll get going. Well, look at this. First ripe blueberry. All the other ones around here are barely blooming or just green, as you can see here. Yeah. First ripe blueberry. It's crazy. All the other ones are super green still. Coffee. Yes, favorite part of the mornings out here. Instant awakeness. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to start getting these bows on. I'm going to make a couple more hauls. Hopefully at least finish one of the 3 projects, the fire pit, the bench, the back, and camouflage. It's still kind of wet, so I might not go with the debris. We'll see what happens. It's really hot right now, hot and humid. Got plenty of water back here. I've got just over a gallon on day 3, and the sun's coming out. So I think it's going to be a scorcher today. I'm still using my compass out here. Every time I think I know where I'm going, I get turned around. So, we'll do a quick check here. And the bush isn't too wet, a little bit. Yeah, I'm good. Just right ahead here, we've got a bunch of pine and spruce back in this coniferous region, which is what I'm after for the back of the lean-to. Alright, I got this down. I can already see the shelter from here. I don't know if you can see it. It's just dead ahead. Just over halfway back, I can see it, so I got that location down pat. You know, I think that every time, and then I end up getting lost. So I just carry the compass anyways. Notice how I'm laying them, they kind of bow like this. That's because I don't want the ends to be down like this, poking my tarp. I'm a little worried about that tarp, leaking. It's only 2.5 millimeter. Traditionally, I use 6, as I've mentioned in previous videos. But we'll see how it holds up. I know the 6 mil will definitely get you by at least 2.5 years, because I built a shelter about 2.5 years ago in Michigan, and it held up really well using this exact same technique, also known as the tarp sandwich. So we'll see. We'll come out here on another rainstorm and see how it holds up. But I'm gonna get back to work on gathering more boughs, and we'll get this finished off today. Could probably use a little more in this area and up in here. Probably drape a few more over. All right, everyone, I've got to get packed up for my hike out of here to catch my ride on time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed, do that now. Also, like the video if you liked it, leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next trip. My ride's down here fishing this stream. There he is. See you in the next one, guys.